Yeah, you would.
And I'd turn into probably like the Nelson Mandela of pet.
Gee whiz, that's a bit narcissistic, is it not? Thinking that just because you've committed a crime, you're
Yeah.
going to be Nelson Mandela.
I probably wouldn't have the
That is the most arrogant thing
I probably
I've ever heard you say. You make at least 10 arrogant comments per 30 seconds.
per minute. Yeah, my
Your strike rate,
arrogance per minute.
APM. You've got a very high APM.
Oh, the highest
Just
of
Whoop
APMs.
track your APM.
Yeah, my APM.
Yeah, on the Sculpted app, you need to have APM
On my APM.
as a metric. Merely a donkey, Nicholas. Merely a donkey. Cut. Moral dilemma, Nick.
Let's go.
Yes? Okay, so you are driving along,
Mhm.
and as you do, you usually look at your phone while you're driving, okay?
I'm going to have to beep that part out.
No one's listening. The CIA are definitely listening.
But actually, they probably want that. Multitasking. Because I'm good at it.
No, because you haven't listened to my story yet. You're looking at your phone, someone runs in front of your car, you hit them. You pull over, they're dead.
You'll pull over.
They're
Hello.
dead. Yeah?
Okay.
But the person behind you has also stopped and is absolutely so distressed. They think they've hit them. The punishment is a life in prison. Do you tell them that it was you who hit them, or do you let them believe it was them?
Oh my gosh.
See how good my what would you do is compared to there's some frames on the windows in the city, and I would work them out by just counting them and getting the answer.
Average. Oh gosh. So with my advisor last night, we asked him that question.
Oh, I never asked you what was your actual answer, because you just gave me the answer you didn't come up with that answer, did you?
No, I did.
Yeah, but that's not logical. That answer. That's not the correct answer.
Okay. Anyways, my advisor, he gave the same answer as you. He said, yeah, he'd look at some reports and then figure it out.
Because that is the correct answer.
And so if we take
And
that...
was he pissed off when you told him your answer?
No, because we said that our way was right.
And he just listens to
And
you.
he just listens to us. How's that for a power play? But that also means that you might be on track to become a multimillionaire.
And you're on track to being right.
And that's all that matters.
Is it?
Being right.
Pessimists are right. Optimists are rich. We'll
Wow.
see which one we are, hey?
We will see. And back to the point, because we're on the biggest caviar right now.
That's all right. That was actually a good caveat.
That was a good caviar. What would I do?
And also, quick caveat.
Yeah.
Is it budget cuts? We usually have waters. I would think we'd have caviar. Now we've got nothing.
All my days, we actually should do an episode where we've got caviar.
I know.
We actually should do that. If there are any caviar brands, actually, there's a lot of caviar places.
Imagine we should be sponsored by a caviar brand.
You know what?
A producer of caviar.
There's probably some local people who would actually sponsor us.
That's niche as hell as well.
That's niche.
What other podcast is sponsored by caviar?
The Caviar Sculpted podcast. I actually reckon we could get
That is actually awesome.
Yeah, we'll get our agent onto it. Probably Alfia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would I do? I believe that it's my fault. I'll take responsibility for it.
So you're going to go to prison for life?
Yeah, I guess so. Because also, there's probably some evidence in that situation where it's like pointing at me that it's very obvious.
No, stop adding to the hypothetical situation.
It's just.
It's if you let them believe they're going to prison.
Yeah. I think I'd have to. Because I'd probably rationalize that that's just a part of my character arc. You know? I just belong in pen.
You really didn't help the process of the moral dilemma. Because usually people say, no, I won't. I'll let them believe. And then the next follow-up question is, what person in your life do you begin to say, no, I take the blame? So your mum, for example, you'd admit, if your mum was the one behind you, you'd probably say, it was me who did it.
Okay.
What person in your life are you like, nope, I didn't do it?
Wow, there's a lot of them. Well, firstly, what's your answer?
I would let them believe it.
Really?
And then to a certain person in my life, then I'd tell them.
Okay.
My sister, when I asked her this,
she's
like, oh, mum and dad, yes, I'd say. Jack, no.
Dead days?
Yeah, literally being serious. Because she said, you'd be better in prison than me. So I took that as a compliment.
Oh, yeah.
Believe what's useful, not what's true.
You would be better in prison.
I would be better than you.
Well, than your sister in prison.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I mean...
You'd be the best in prison.
I would probably...
No, you'd get bullied so badly.
No, but I feel like I'd want to go in.
You'd want to be the ringleader.
Yes.
and then you wouldn't be the ringleader, so the big guys on steroids would bash you.
No, well, I would try not to let it get to that point. It'd probably get to that point, but I would try my best to make sure it doesn't. You know?
Okay.
I would probably try and make a cult to where they all believe me, and it's like the reason why I'm not as big as you.
Cults.
Yeah, but the reason why I'm not as big as you guys
is because I'm smarter.
Well, yeah, it's because God gave me this inherent gift that I'm a leader of people. Actually, Nicholas means the leader of people. So I'm the leader of people, and to protect my sanctity, the muscles won't help, and that's why I need to have an army of people who have a lot of muscles. And you guys together, because we all make up a team. And
are they really listening to this long spiel?
And we're all as important as others. We're all as important as each other. But there's two of you guys who are the real.
You know what they're going to say to this? They're going to say, "Nick, move! I want the mashed potato," because you'll be at the canteen line, yappuccinoing. They'll be like, "Mate, move! I'm hungry." What are you talking about?
I'll be trying to be as intimate as possible. I'll do hey, I'll break the physical. That was offensive.
I'm not safe. I might leave.
I would try and manipulate them, you know? I'd be like...
That's unlike you.
I'd get into the ideology. I'd write a nice little email, you know? Reward, ego,
collection. Do you think those big blokes in prison are checking their emails and signing off with kind regards?
Kind regards, the kindest.
The kindest regards.
Hope you're well.
Yours sincerely. Huge bloke from the bench press. Who shanked old mate yesterday.
That's Rizology number 101.
Rizology.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your Rizology bit of advice for the week?
Okay.
This is probably getting cut.
Don't listen to me.
That's actually great advice.
There you go. Because I failed Rizology. Also, I apologize for even using that word. Apparently that's what the kids say. I thought it was just like a thing that I heard one time, but apparently it's what all kids say. So I'm not using that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You heard it from where? Okay.
Moral dilemma. Who would I then put in to substitute?
No. The usual answer is I'd let them take the blame.
Yeah.
Then what person in your life? But you didn't.
Oh yeah, I guess
you'd take the blame all the time because you're.
Oh, okay.
So nice like that.
Yeah, I would probably just mix it into my ideology. I was always meant for pen.
Yeah, you would.
And I'd turn into probably like the Nelson Mandela of pen.
Gee whiz, that's a bit narcissistic, is it not? Thinking that just because you've committed a crime, you're going to be Nelson Mandela.
I probably wouldn't have.
That is the most arrogant thing I've ever heard you say. You make at least 10 arrogant comments per 30 seconds.
Per minute. Yeah,
your strike rate.
Arrogance per minute.
APM.
My APM.
You've got a very high APM. Just Whoop crack your APM.
Yeah, my APM.
On the Sculpted podcast. On the Sculpted app, you need to have APM.